Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you're feeling good. I really hope you're feeling great though. But if not, it's okay. This too shall pass, and I am sending extra love and light your way. So it felt like I haven't done a video in a while. So I don't know. I just wanted to make a quick video just to encourage you to keep working on yourself, keep mastering yourself, keep facing your shadow side, because that's the only way that you'll be able to operate from the lights, operate from your light side. You know what I'm saying? If you, and at the end of the day, healing is it's like a lifetime thing, right? It's a lifetime process. Like we're always healing. Like we're never going to stop healing, because it's like, it's like an onion. It's just like layers to it. So it's like once we heal one layer, it's like, okay, there's another one behind it, right? So we're constantly healing. But, keep on putting in the effort to heal. Like, keep on putting in the effort to be a better version of yourself. Like, if you have certain thought patterns, tendencies, behaviors, or whatever, and you're like, oh, well, that's just how I am. Like, that's giving your power away when you do that. You know what I'm saying? That's like you saying, oh, this is how I am, and I have no type of control over it. And yes, you do. For every problem, there's a solution. It's just that, we have to put in effort in order to find the solution. And a lot of us, we don't want to do that. We don't want to put in the work. So instead, we just write it off like, oh yeah, well, that's just how I am. This is me, accept it. And to a certain extent, that's true. You do want to be your true authentic self, right? And you're like, this is me, right? But if you got behaviors and tendencies that are, that some or a lot of people consider to be toxic, then you can't use that statement and say, oh, this is just me, right? It's just something that needs to be worked on, right? Like, we're all imperfect, and it's okay. It's okay to admit that you're not perfect, and then, work towards being a better version of yourself. You're not working to be perfect. We'll never be perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. Even when the oldest person in this world, when it's their time to cross over, they're still not going to be perfect. There's going to be a lot of imperfections about them. You know what I'm saying? We're perfectly imperfect. But, what I'm saying, at the same time, like I said, you can't use that as an excuse and say, well, this is just how I am, especially if it's, you have certain tendencies and behaviors and even thought patterns or ways of relating to people and things and situations, what I'm saying, that are holding you back, or they're, what I'm saying, not good for others. Whatever it is, like, we know deep down inside what we need to work on, whether we want to admit it to others or not. So, just continue to work on yourself. And, a lot of us, we lack self-awareness too. So it's like, we're like, okay, some of us were like, well, what do I need to work on? And in that case, I feel like, you can pray. You can pray and just ask God, like, God, reveal myself to me. And as crazy as it sounds, a lot of people, they don't know themselves, because a lot of people, they've been molded by their family, society, their experiences. So they don't know who they are. This is just who they've become, right? So that's when you got to go to God and be like, God, reveal myself to me, because I don't even know who I am. Like, this is the person that I have become, but this is not who I am on a soul level. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, because I don't know. I feel guided to say this, but it's just like, there's people out here that, I don't know, they kind of like have a victim mentality. Like, nobody does this for me, nobody's here for me, just stuff like that. But then it's like they lack the self-awareness to see that it's their own behavior patterns, their thought patterns, the way they relate to people, the way they treat people, as to why they, people respond to them in that way. And it's unfortunate. I have compassion for them. It's to be honest, one of the scariest things is to lack awareness, self-awareness. It's kind of like, for example, if somebody, they're just a loud talker, right? But they're not self-aware. They're not aware of this, right? But everyone else in the room, everywhere they go, they realize this. They're like, damn, that person, they kind of loud, ain't they? Like, this person, why they so loud? But the person, he or she, they don't realize that they're loud as they are, because they lack that self-awareness. So that's just an example. So there's things about us that we're just not aware of. So like I said, pray about it and ask God to, reveal yourself to you, and to, help come up with a solution, so you can shift your energy, so you can get out of that mindset, so you can become a more peaceful and better person. Because one thing I do know is people naturally gravitate towards people who are more peaceful, people that are more happy inside. If you're always walking around with an attitude, or if you're always mad, or always defensive, or if you're bitter or resentful, like, those energies repel people from you. You know what I'm saying? And, someone may be like, oh, well, this person is not doing this, or they don't want to be around me, or whatever it is. But it's like, okay, those energies repel people, so that's why it's important to work on yourself, so you can become the best version of you, so you can truly love yourself. Once you get to the point where you truly love yourself, you will get that same love from people. And it may not be the people that's who you're currently connected to now, right? Because they may not reach that vibration. So once again, continue to work on yourself. Continue to face yourself. That can look scary sometimes. A lot of us, we avoid ourselves because it looks scary. So, we constantly jump from relationship to relationship, or we work 60 hours a week. We constantly keep ourselves busy. We're always in front of the TV watching shows. We're just doing things in order to keep our conscious mind off of ourselves, right? But see, when we do that, our subconscious mind is kind of being stifled, because it's like the things that are in our subconscious mind that needs to come up, that needs to come to the surface, it needs to come to our conscious mind. That way we can be aware of it, because that's pretty much how you resolve the problem for the most part, is becoming aware. Once you're aware, you can take action to change whatever it is. But it's like, it's hard for us to become aware if we're constantly distracted. Our subconscious mind is constantly trying to send that information to our conscious mind, but it can't get there because our minds are occupied with things that keep us distracted. Social media, drama, working, whatever it is. We intentionally do these things in order so we don't have to sit there with ourselves, because for a lot of people that's uncomfortable. And that's why some people, it's hard for them to be alone. But when you master yourself, you're not going to be scared to be alone. For the most part, I've always been like a loner, but I was always connected to people too at the same time. But once I healed everything that was, not even everything, I'm still healing, you know what I'm saying? I'm human, right? But once I've healed the major things I need to heal, like, I love sitting by myself. I love being by myself. I genuinely enjoy my own company. I don't have to distract myself. I could just sit in silence with myself. Like, but it's hard for a lot of people to do that simply because they just need to heal. So once again, I encourage you to just look deeper into yourself. Invest into yourself. Like, the first step is getting to know yourself. And if you don't know, all you gotta do is pray. God, who am I? Show me who am I? Show me who I am right now. Show me who I'm supposed to be. Because who you are right now and who you're supposed to be, they look really different. You know what I'm saying? And that's for all of us. So, anyways, y'all, this was just a quick video. I hope that helped in some kind of way. Just know that if you're going through something, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And at the end of the day, just remember, these are all lessons. Like, you want to take life seriously, but at the same time, you want to kind of practice a little bit of detachment, because it's, at the end of the day, this is like, to be honest, it's kind of like a movie. It's a movie, right? We just came here to have experiences, right? Our souls were spiritual beings first, and we just came here on this earth plane, right, to have experiences that will provide our soul with wisdom, that will help us grow, right? That will, a lot of us, we got a lot of karmic debt to pay off, so that'll help us to be at peace, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, some of those lessons can be quite painful. They can be quite lonely sometimes. They can be devastating. You know what I'm saying? But it's just one of those things where you're not really going to know how hot the stove is until you touch it. So these situations that we go through, we got to touch the stove to see that it's hot. And hopefully once we touch it and see that it's hot, we're going to back the hell up. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to touch the stove again. But some of us, I don't know if maybe it's something that's off or something. We can't feel the heat, or some of us, we like the heat. I don't know. But some of us, that stove, our hand is on the stove like for too long, and we keep putting our hand on the same stove. So just take your hand off the stove, okay? And continue to pour into yourself. All right, so y'all stay blessed up, stay prayed up, and I will catch you on another video. Peace, love, and light.